Hey there guys, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us in the Outdoor Gear Review kitchen today, because I'll be showing you guys how I go about making one of my favorite backpacking camping meals. You guys have seen this before in some of our videos, and basically it deals with rice and a little bit of summer sausage and some cheese, and everybody has asked for the recipe, so guess what? You guys asked, you shall receive, so we'll get started. Basically, for this to work, or for you to make this yourself actually, you will need some sort of rice. Ask yourself, what's your favorite rice? Black beans and rice? Maybe you like Mexican rice? Maybe you like Spanish rice? It's just whatever type of rice that you guys like, because really, once you start cooking this up, it's all good. However you like to do it is a fantastic way to go. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. We'll get away from this beautiful mug of mine, and I'll show you guys what you need to make this meal yourself and to enjoy it outdoors. Let's go. When it comes to actually making these meals, what I like to do is just put them in simple Ziploc bags, and I do like to double bag it for extra protection, if you know what I'm saying. And basically that's just, I don't want this stuff leaking out my backpack, especially since I live in bear country. Having a backpack full of, good smelling items is not a very smart idea. So you definitely want to have it protected if you're going to put it in a Ziploc bag, of course. You can use other containers. It's up to you, of course, but this is just how I like to do it myself. And usually, I'm going to actually make all of this, so I'm going to need a lot of these. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you back once I'm ready to start distributing everything. Before we go any further in this video, I'll tell you a little something about myself, and this may deter you from watching the rest of this video, possibly, depending on the type of person that you are. Now, I'm the type of person, I don't usually measure things, so if you're the type of person who needs to know, I need an exact weight of this for this bag and an exact weight of water for this, then this is not the type of video for you, because that is not the type of person that I am. So in my life, nothing is absolute. There's always variances, and I don't mind that. I look forward to it, and I actually appreciate that. So, when it comes to actually showing you guys this recipe, it's going to be, I put approximately this much. And there you go. Hopefully that don't deter you from watching this video and basically learning how I go about mixing this up. Also, another thing I should say is that for this recipe, I usually put dehydrated vegetables into the mix, but the truth is, I don't have any dehydrated vegetables, and I can't seem to find any. So, if anybody has a good source, can actually find some, please let me know. I've looked around online, and I didn't find a whole lot, and the grocery store that I usually purchase from, they don't seem to carry dehydrated vegetables anymore. So it may be something that you need to make on your own. I need to make on my own. I do have a dehydrator, but that will be the only ingredient that's actually missing from this recipe. I think I have enough bags here ready for this. I'll probably have to make more later on, but whatever. So for the sake of this, like I said, you do need a double-lined Ziploc bag. That's what I recommend anyway. That's what I use. You do need, of course, your favorite rice, whatever. And you will need your favorite meat and cheese. I have a whole bag of this here, and I got all this from a company called Figgies. You can actually check them out online. I'll put a link in the description box for you. And they have all different types of meat, and personally, I like them all with this. It doesn't matter if it's summer sausage, or if it's some sort of wurst, you know what I'm saying? Usually, I like to have a little bit of meat and cheese with my meal. And once I put the rice in, I'll usually put these on the side. And of course, I'll show that to you. But just for the sake of knowing what you need your rice, you need your meat and cheese, you need your storage, and we're ready to start divvying this up. Now, when it comes to actually separating this, I just eyeball it. Because the truth is, rice really expands when it's cooked. So while your bag may look like it doesn't have a whole lot in it, the truth is once it cooks, there's going to be a ton. So I just try to divvy it up the best I can. Oh God, that smells awesome. That right there is a ton of rice. You may not think it by looking at it, but that's a heck of a meal right there. So that's one bag. That's 2 bags, and I'll go ahead and separate or finish spreading that around as evenly as I can. Nothing, like I said, is absolute here. Just a little bit of seasoning, which is really, really good. This Spanish rice is really, really delicious. The rice here comes from the 5.6 ounce bag of rice, and they say this makes 2.5 servings. So there you go. Now, of course, with my previous recipe, I would, now put in the dehydrated vegetables, but since I don't have any, I'm not going to. But what I will do is pop in the meats and cheese. So I'll go ahead and seal that inner bag that has the rice in it, and I'll try to get as much air out as possible. Okay, so the inner bag is sealed, and then I'll just go ahead and put the cheese and the meat in. There you go. That's one meal ready to rock and roll, and it's absolutely delicious. I'll go ahead and do the same thing for this one. Seal up that bag. I think for most people, that rice right there is enough to fill up anybody. Especially once you pop in the cheese and the meat. Oh man. Now when it comes to cooking this, I usually use 2 cups of water, and you can actually use a little bit more. It don't matter. You definitely want to put at least 2 cups of water in though. And you get it to a rolling boil, pop the rice in, cover it up with a piece of tin foil or a lid to whatever you're using, and just check on it ever so often until it's ready to eat. Halfway through the cooking process, I'll take the meat and I will chop that up and put it in to the actual mix. And like the oils and the fat starts to liquidate inside of that combination, and man, it is awesome. And that's definitely how I recommend you cook it. We have 2 more bags here ready to go, and this time we have Mexican rice. And this bag here is also 5.4 ounces and makes 2.5 servings. So basically you're getting a serving and just a little bit more for if you split this evenly between 2 bags. That smells awesome too. Check. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but man, if you guys could smell through the screen, you'd be envious. So, just doing like before. Just trying to split it up evenly. Do the best you can. In life, that's all you can do. Just do the best you can. Okay. There's 2 more meals right there, guys. Seal up the inner bag just like before. Pop in your cheese. Pop in your meat. And you are ready to eat. Alright guys, so basically I've shown you how to do it, and what we have set up right now is 4 meals of Spanish rice and Mexican rice. I do have this bag of black bean rice. This is a 6 ounce bag, so definitely we could split this in half and make 2 more meals per bag out of this. Right now 4 meals is enough. I only want to make this stuff and actually separate it when I'm actually going to use it within, I don't know, about a month or so. You wouldn't want to seal these into bags and then wait much longer than that. I don't know what the shelf life of this would be once it's opened. So I definitely have some camping trips coming up. We will be using this on the Appalachian Trail, so I'm excited to. It's going to be awesome. So right there, guys, I showed you how to make 4 super fast, very hearty meals that you can take with you camping and backpacking, so on and so forth. And these guys, let me tell you, are absolutely awesome. Just to go over it one more time, super fast like. You know, you can get a 5 to 6 ounce bag of your favorite rice, split it in half. Double bag it for your own protection, if you know what I'm saying. Add your cheese, add your meat, and you're ready to rock and roll. When it comes to actually cooking it, you know, 2 cups of water, boil it. Pop your rice in, cover it. In a couple minutes, slice up your meat, pop it in. I don't recommend that you slice up your cheese and put it in because it's just going to melt. It's going to become a huge mess. I recommend that you just eat the cheese with each bite. But, you know, once you pop that meat in, it'll, like, the grease will start coming out of it, the fat will start liquidating a little bit, and gosh, absolutely awesome. Very, very simple. Hopefully the lack of measurements and all that good stuff doesn't bother you. Like I said before, that's just not how I operate. Some people do, some people don't. To each their own. For this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, I do, of course, appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, The Outdoor Gear Review, and make sure to check out our newly launched website, theoutdoorgearreview.com. On the site, you will, of course, have the option to vote on our next upcoming trips. And right now we have votes going on. Make sure to, you know, connect with the site and vote, guys. Of course, you'll see all sorts of sneak peeks and all sorts of gear and stuff, and a little behind-the-scenes sort of action. But, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll talk soon. Be well.